Okay, today I'm looking at Action Force 2 from Virgin Games' 1988 release. Obviously the sequel to Action Force 1. Action Force was sort of based on a line of toys by Palitoy, sort of like mini action men. There's a few pictures I've grabbed just to sort of show you and to illustrate what I mean. Now, they were quite popular at the time. They weren't as popular as the Star Wars figures. This was sort of like the late, sort of early 80s, really. But Action Force 2, the game, was programmed by a gang of five who did Action Force 1, which I've never played yet. I should really get around to doing that. They also did Dan Dare, cracking game. That is one of the best loading screens on the Spectrum, I think. And Dan Dare 2. They didn't do Dan Dare 3 because I think that was Probe that did that. I might be wrong. I'll have to go back and check. But anyway, Action Force 2. I loved this game back in the day. It's really quite tricky. But here's a quick gameplay video just to show you. Okay, so we're in the sort of main game itself, and you can, as you get into it, you'll hear that there's a rather stirring rendition of the James Bond theme, and also Duran Duran's "A View to a Kill" from from "A View to a Kill," which how they got away with that, I don't know. But anyway, the premise of this game is that you control the actual cursor. You've got to protect the guy that's running from right to left to the top of the building to try and get to free the terrorists. So you are the gunner basically, and he is the runner. Now you've got to be careful because all the while he's the most unfittest soldier you've ever seen, and his energy constantly goes down, as you can see. Now to replenish his energy, you have to shoot those stars and stripe figures on the wall, and it's very easy for that to run out. It's also very easy for you to accidentally shoot your bloke, so you've got to be careful about that. Now, you've got to get to the end of the level, and as you can see on this first go, I cocked that up royally, and the aim is to shoot that bloke on top there and free the hostages and move on to the next level. So try again, round 2. Now, there's lots of nice little touches in this game. The bottom left there, you've got kind of like an infrared sight, which shows you what exactly you're pointing at. That's really good, and one of the things I found was that you've got to be careful when your guy goes onto the next screen that your cursor is sort of centrally located, because otherwise if it's out of place you don't really have time to get it back across to where you need it to be. So you just have to take out all the enemies and preserve his energy and try and get as far up as possible before you can. Right, let's give this another go. I am recording the gameplay separately to the narration because it's just too tricky for me to do them both at the same time. As you can see, I was successful that time. The chopper lands, and you free all the hostages, and you get the opportunity to move on to the next level, which is going to occur in just a second. Now, I can't remember any other sort of shooting gallery games like this. I'm sure there were. I remember I had Prohibition by Infogrames. That was sort of similar, I think. And obviously you've got the sort of Wolf Thunderbolt type games, etc. But I've not seen any games like this where you are sort of controlling not the actual main character itself. You're sort of like you're his bodyguard, if you like. Now we're on to the second level here, and I've chosen the bazooka as a weapon. As you can see, it blows chunks out of the scenery, but it's a little bit slow to reload. So it's not a particularly great choice of weapon. As you can see, it's being used to devastating effect there and accurate effect. But as I said, this is the sequel to Action Force, which I've never played, so I've done the Action Force games really sort of in an arse-about-face way. It's kind of the way I watched the Bourne films. I watched the second one first when I bought a box set. I couldn't really work out which one was first, so I found it all a bit confusing, but that's the kind of div I am. But if you've never checked out Action Force 2, I suggest you do. It's a fun little game. It's tricky. It's very, very tricky. But you will enjoy it. I enjoy playing it, going back to it last. This is only a gameplay thing in the first couple of levels. The reason being that the software I use to record the gameplay, I just have the free version. If I want to upgrade it to get rid of the watermark, you can see at the top the Bandicam, I have to pay for it. So I just restrict my gameplay videos to the bits that are under what they allow you on the free version, which is about 10 minutes, despite their frequent emails to me to get me to upgrade. I might do one day, I suppose, but not too sure. Anyway, it's another one of those great sort of games that you don't see an awful lot of on the videos, etc., that are on YouTube. So I thought I'd revisit it. It was one that I enjoyed back in the day. Could never get very far in it, but it's got a tough old challenge. You know, the cursor, sorry, the crosshairs, I suppose they're called, never seem to move too quickly, and that can mean you've got to look at the screen and sort of really decide quite sort of quickly as you enter a screen, you know, what your plan of attack's going to be. So how they got away with the James Bond music, etc., I don't know, but it's not a bad rendition. So we're just back to level 1 again. Give that a try. So the next couple of videos I'm going to try, I've sort of like not made my mind up what I'm going to do. I've been playing Flying Shark a lot recently, but there's an awful lot of Flying Shark videos out there, and I don't just want to add another one to the mix. So I might have a hunt round for some more sort of not bad games, but the ones of titles that are more obscure. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching the video. If you liked it, thank you ever so much again. It really is appreciated, your support and everything. I do these just for fun, just for my own personal fun. I'm not doing them to annoy anyone or to tread on anyone's toes, etc. I'm doing them just for me, okay? It's all my own work. It's all pretty crap, I know that. I can see that through looking back through all my videos, but you know, if people don't like my stuff, then they don't have to watch them. I'm glad you have been. Thank you ever so much for your support, and I hope Storm Katie on this Easter Monday hasn't knackered your bank holiday plans too much. Take care, and as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.